Welcome. My name is Scott Stewart, and congratulations on becoming the newest member of the most dynamic and value-added trading room on the internet today. This is your orientation module to make sure that you get the most out of your membership as we work together to help you become the very best trader that you can possibly be. So let's go through this step by step so that you understand everything that we have available for you in this trading room. It is a live trading room, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So grab a piece of paper and make sure that you take good notes as we go through this. It's probably a 2-hour long process to get yourself up to speed and running with everything that we have available here. So we're going to go through a step-by-step process here to help you through that learning curve. So first off, you're going to get an initial contact, and that initial contact when you sign up is going to be from LaunchPass. LaunchPass is the program that manages your subscription. So when you get that welcome email from LaunchPass, make sure that you hold on to that. That provides your Discord chat room access. It also gives you all of your activation links for managing your subscription. So if you want to change, alter, suspend, cancel, modify your subscription going forward, all of the links that you'll need to do that are in that LaunchPass initial email. So make sure that you save that. Right after that, you're going to receive a personalized welcome email from me. Number one, obviously, it's going to give you my email contact. Email is not the probably most efficient way for you and I to communicate, but you'll have it, and if you need it, it's always important to have it, and you'll have my personal email that comes directly to me. There's a Calendly link in there. It's a link that you can click on. You'll see what my schedule is, and you'll be able to book a one-on-one Zoom meeting, just you and I. We'll spend about a half hour to 45 minutes together. We'll get to know each other. I'm going to learn your background. I'm going to learn your trading experience. I'm going to learn what your strengths and weaknesses are. And I'm going to help guide you to getting started with this whole process. So that's a really, really important step right there. Make sure that you get that one-on-one Zoom meeting scheduled, because the quicker you and I can talk individually, the more we can get you up running in terms of shortcuts that can help you get up to speed as quick as possible. Okay. In addition to that, you're going to get a link to our private Facebook group membership. Make sure that you subscribe to the private Facebook group. We're going to be building out a yearly mastermind group here shortly, and a lot of that communication is going to be done through the Facebook group. We also put a link every single week to our weekly results inside of that Facebook group. So make sure you're part of that group as well. You're going to get a link to our YouTube channel. Now, all of our training videos, all of our educational videos, they're all put on our YouTube channel. So make sure that you click that link. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then in addition, make sure that you click the notification bell so that every time we put up a new training video, you're notified. You'll also have access in that email to my Twitter handle. Now, talking about communication, Twitter, if you're on Twitter, Twitter is a very, very easy way to get a hold of me. I'm very active on Twitter. And so make sure that you're following me on Twitter. That's a great way for you and I to DM and converse on a daily basis if need be. In addition to that, you're going to get a new member orientation video for our 0DTE setups. So there is a video there, walks you through sort of the step-by-step approach that we use to building out our 0DTE setups. Make sure that you watch that. It's not definitive by any stretch of the imagination, but it will give you a really, really good primer on how we look to set up our 0DTE trades. Okay. Certainly important is the disclosures video. I think it's important for you to understand what the legal situation is with FINRA and with the SEC and with all of the regulatory bodies. It is actually against the law, unless somebody is a licensed fiduciary, to give you investment advice. So one of the things that we like to say is I can give you output. I can't give you input. I can show you in real time what I'm doing with my own personal money in my own personal account, but I can't give you investment advice. It's actually against the law. So make sure that you understand what is and isn't legal. And that's all enclosed in that disclosure video link. We also, as you probably know, have a 200% money back guarantee. So once you sign up for your first month, if you go through the first month and you do the things that we ask you to do, meaning you participate in the process, and you don't feel like this is the most amazing trading room you've ever been a part of, we'll give you 200% back on your monthly subscription. So make sure that you watch that link, because there are some things that are required of you. You actually have to put in a little bit of effort to make sure that you qualify for that guarantee. Number 9, one of the biggest questions that we get quite often is, how do we adjust a trade? Because that's what we're really famous for. That's what we're known for, is dynamically trading and adjusting. And there is a video link in there as well in terms of how we adjust our trades and all of the different approaches that we use. So make sure that you touch base on that and watch that. And then last but not least, there is a very quick overview of all 3 of our separate trading rooms. A lot of people are not aware of this, but we do have 3 separate programs. And they may or may not be appropriate for you, but just so that you know, when people are talking about the scalping program, or they're talking about the AST program, or they're talking about the live trading room program inside of our Discord chat room, just so that you're like, hey, I don't know what that is. Well, now you'll know. So make sure that you watch that as well. So this is your initial contact right here. It's going to be from LaunchPass, and it's going to be from me. All right, once you get logged into the Discord server, there's going to be a couple of tasks that you need to do. Number 1 is you need to enter a unique code that LaunchPass emailed you into the LaunchPass bot. So I'll walk you through that process. There is a pinned link to all of our video archives. Every single one of our Zoom sessions is recorded, and you can go in there and you can watch it, stop it, pause, rewind it, do it to your heart content. You have access to that video archive as long as you are a member of the program. I'll show you how to get in and take a look at those. You can DM me messages any time of the day, 24 hours a day. You can ask me any type of trading question that you'd like to discuss with me. I'll show you how to do direct messages. And then also we have some pinned links, and we'll talk about those. Each one of our trading strategies has a trading educational orientation video that goes with it to explain how that trade setup works. And so we'll show you how to access those pinned links. I want to make sure that you've got your Discord set up with your notification settings correctly, so that when I place a trade, when I put anything into the chat room, number 1, you're notified. Number 2, you know where to go find it. And then last but certainly not least are all of our trading channels. So almost every one of our trading setups or trading strategies has its own trading channel where we timestamp the trade and put it in there. And I'll walk you through those as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the Discord server. All right, let's go through the Discord server now. You know you're in the right Discord server if it says Theta Sellers server up here. That's my username, is Theta Seller. You can see all of the other members that are active right over here. These are all the channels that we'll get into here in just a second. And when you click on a channel, it is represented right in here. So first and foremost is the launch bot code, okay? You need to take that email that you got from LaunchPass. It's got a unique code in it, and you need to go to the LaunchPass bot and enter your unique code in there. And I was just noticing right here, for example, just Steve is a member. He says his role is full member. That means that he has properly put his code in. He's being recognized by the system, okay? If you look at Kayleen here, Kayleen's a newer member. She hasn't entered that yet. You see there's no role. If you click on your name and it says no role, that's a problem, because the system's going to come through here with a bot every couple of weeks, and it will sweep anybody that does not have a role out of the program. That's frustrating. So make sure that you come down to your LaunchPass bot and enter your unique code. That's step number one. Step number two is the 0DTE video link archive. So all of the channels over here, when you click on the channel, it's going to pull up what that channel has in here in the main chat room. Our main channel that we spend most of the time in is right here. It's at the top of the text channel list, and it's trade only chat. Now, if you click on that, trade only chat, and you go to the very top up here, you'll see a pin, okay? If you click on that pin, there's quite a few links in here. And this is a link for our scalping program. This is a link for a discount on one of the best trading journals that I've used and know of. Here's a link to the overview of the asymmetric trading system. Here's a sign up link for the asymmetric trading system. Right down here is a referral link for Tastyworks. We like Tastyworks. We use Tastyworks as our preferred broker. If you want to set up an account with Tastyworks, use this referral link right here. Once you fund your account, I'll send you an Amazon gift card for $50. So make sure that you use that link if you're opening up a Tastyworks account. Just above this one, you can see right here is a Google Docs link, and that goes over all of our videos. Okay, so inside of that link, you can get in there and click on the Google Docs, and you'll be able to have access to every single one of our Zoom sessions. So we always get the question, hey, where can I go and watch past trading sessions? That's where. Click on the pin at the very top and go down, and you'll find that link. All right, the next part that is going to be useful for you is communicating with me. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can communicate with me. Number one, of course, is just a direct message, a DM. And you can go down here on the user list. You can find me. I'm in the red. It says Theta Seller. You can just click on that and you can type a note in there, and that will go directly to me. That's private, and I'm the only one that sees that. However, one of the things that I recommend when you do have questions, unless of course it's personal in nature and you don't want to have it discussed with the whole entire membership and group, is to type that question into the trade only chat room. Usually if you have a question, that means that everybody else has or at least somebody else has that same question as well. Now, the best way to do that is to always tag me in the question. So you would go at Theta Seller right there. So make sure that you tag me first and foremost before you type the question. Okay? If you don't tag me, that's fine, but I will usually not see it. I'm usually managing 5 different trading accounts. I'm juggling a lot of balls during the trading day. And so if you tag me, I do get a notification that you're asking me specifically a question. If you just have a question for the group in general, you don't need to tag me. You don't need to put at Theta Seller in your question. But if you do want to tag me directly and have me answer, that's the best way to do that. So you can either direct message me, or you can tag me at Theta Seller in the main chat room, and I'll answer you there as well. The next thing you're going to want to do inside of the Discord chat room is set up your notifications. Now, everybody does this a little bit different, but for me, and I found that most members do the same thing. If you come up here to this bell up here, you can mute or unmute the whole entire channel. If you open this up and you have the notification setting so that the channel is unmuted, every single time somebody posts, you're going to get a notification of that. That will quickly drive you crazy. So I mute the channel, and then what I would do is come over here to the Theta Seller server, click the drop down box, go down to notification settings, and inside of the notification settings here again, you can mute the server. I've got the whole entire server muted, and then just click the @ only mentions. Okay, just click the @ only mentions. Once you do that, you'll find out that when I type, every single time I post something, I hit the @everyone link. That means that everybody is alerted to that. So if you've set up your Discord server that way, you will now only be alerted when I post. So you'll know when I post, and more importantly, it will show you what channel that post is being posted to. So you'll never have to wonder. So that's the easiest way to, I think, manage your notifications and keep track of what I'm doing. Again, you go down to notification settings, you go ahead and make sure that the server is muted, and then highlight only @ mentions, and now you'll only get a notification when I post something. All right, last but certainly not least is all of our channels. Let's go through each channel individually now. Okay, let's go down the list here of all of the channels that you'll be using inside of the trading room. The first couple ones up here, Launch Pass, paid members, full members, 0DTE, these are all just tools that Launch Pass uses to keep track of subscribers. So those don't really get used. They don't mean anything for you. We do have the terms and conditions page. That's important. You should download that, keep that for your records. One of the things that is important to remember is that with Stripe, which is the payment processing service that we use, we don't have the functionality. We don't have the ability to do partial refunds. So because it's basically just access that we are providing you, there is no functionality. There's no ability to give you a partial refund. So just be aware of that when you are where you're at inside of your subscription cycle. Mastermind input. We are working on doing 2 masterminds a year, one in Europe and one in the United States. So there is a page that we have discussed that, talked about that, and we'll be working on that a little bit more here going forward as COVID has become a little bit less of a hindrance to all of that. Questions and answers. There's quite a few questions and answers in here that might be a good place for you to take a look at, understand a little bit about what some of the most frequently asked questions that we get. There is a link here also for some of the more popular training videos that we have on the YouTube page. They're all collated for you here. Here is a link also in addition to the one that I emailed you for a free one-on-one mentoring Zoom session. It's important as you get started that you and I talk individually to make sure that you are up to speed. So if you need to still schedule that, that's the place to go, okay? Our Zoom channel is where you will find the links for our Zoom sessions. Now, inside here, inside the live trading room, we do a live Zoom feed every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. These links are brand new for every session, so we'll post a new link every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The Zoom link opens up 1/2 hour after the cash market. So a half hour into the trading day, our Zoom link will open up. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do have a Zoom link as well, but that's in our separate program. That's over in the scalping room. So couple things just to keep in mind so you don't get confused here. We trade every day in here. Every single day we're going to have trades going on, but we have a Zoom feed on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, the Zoom feed switches over to the scalping room. So again, this is where you're going to come to get your Zoom feed on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now, down below here is our text channels. These are the ones that we use the most frequently. Our trade-only chat, as I mentioned, this is where the bulk of our conversations happen. You have a question, you want to talk about our trades, this is the place to do it. If it is related to any of the trades that we are doing, this is the place for it, okay? Trade-only chat. Now below that is an off-topic chat. This is for trading information as well, apparently also what we're eating for dinner, I guess. But it's for trading ideas that we are not necessarily trading inside of the trading room at the time. So any type of trading questions that you want to talk about, the off-topic channel is a good place to do that. We try to keep the trade-only chat channel clean and only relating to the trades that we are trading officially in the trading room as a group, okay? So off topic, that's the place for any other type of trading conversation. Now, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which is a Zoom session, this is where our 0 DTE trades will go, as well as a lot of our other 4-day to expiration trades. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, so Zoom sessions, a lot of our trades are going to be going in here. We have specific channels for a lot of our trades, but some of our trades are more general in nature. So they will be on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. Now on our off Zoom days, our Tuesdays and Thursdays, we call those bonus trading days, we will have our trades input right in here. So you can see this is what a trade looks like. You'll see that I timestamp it. You can see what it is that I'm trading. You can see what my fill price is. You can see the timestamp of when it went in. So all of the information that you need to understand what I'm doing, it's always recorded for you in these channels, okay? Usually takes me somewhere between 10 and 25 seconds after the time that I do a trade to capture it, to cut and paste it, and to type it into the trade channel. So it's not quite live, but it's pretty darn close to real time, okay? So those are the two main channels right there. All of our 0 DTE trades will be in these two channels. Bonus training. Every single week, I'm going to put up something in here that is a bonus training for you. And the ones that are the most consistent would be either A, our weekly performance review. This goes over every single official trade that we took in the trading room that previous week. So every single trade is gone over in detail. We document those results. We also have, and you'll see this is the JPEG really that you'll see most often on that. Gives you the performance review for the entire week. And then in addition to that, we're going to have links. Let's see if we can find one in here. Our previous one, you know what? It's down in the daily market news. So anyway, bonus training channel. You'll get our weekly reviews of our performance in there. You'll also get some other trainings that I put in here from time to time. Anytime I find something that is interesting, you can see right here, this was a piece on the Sharpe ratio. Anything I find that's interesting in here for you guys that I think will help you guys as traders, I'm going to put it in there in that bonus training channel. Now, the daily market news channel, let's talk about this for a second. Let's go up here and we'll just kind of start with this starting point here. Every morning, I am going to put a daily commentary on the marketplace. I'm going to give you what I'm looking at in the marketplace, what my directional bias, if any, is. Am I bullish, bearish, or neutral on the day? And then most importantly, what my support and resistance levels are. We trade level to level. So that's really what we focus on, is where is the market support level, where is its resistance level, and how can we utilize that to put our strike prices in for the day. So you're going to get my daily market commentary. I'm going to show you some charts every single day that sort of delineate kind of why I feel the way I do about the market on that day. Every day I'm going to show you a technical composite of about 12 different market indicators, along with a dual overlay of simple and exponential moving averages all the way from 5 out to 200 days. And I'm going to go over pivot points. All of that combined gives us a daily rating on the market. Strong sell, sell, neutral, buy, strong buy. So that'll give you a quick idea as well. And then again, I'll give you a chart that gives you an overview of what I'm looking at and what levels I'm looking at during that trading day. So that's the market commentary day. Now, as the day progresses, I'll show you also what the bullish and bearish order flow for the day is, what, has the most bullish order flow going in, and what has the most bearish order flow going in as the day progresses. And then last but not least, at the end of each day, I'm going to show you the AD line, the advanced decline line. How many advancers versus how many decliners did we have? That's a really good way to take the temperature of the marketplace. So this is an important area. Now, going down the list, we have hedge trades. Now, hedge trades are where we're using futures contracts. Usually it's the E-minis. It could be the NASDAQ. It could be the Russell, but it's usually the E-minis. And the hedge trade could be put on at any time of the day. It could be put on overnight. In fact, many times it is put on overnight in order to hedge or insure one of our other positions. So hedge trades sometimes can be standalone trades. This one actually right here was a standalone trade just for some extra income. But a lot of times these are put on to hedge, insure, or protect another open trade that we have. So hedge trades would be using futures contracts to protect or insure a position of another type that we already have up and running. Okay. Oil trades. Every single week we are going to put an oil trade on. Now, every Wednesday, unless there's a holiday during the week, every Wednesday, 1 hour into the cash trading session, oil inventory numbers are released. And usually we will utilize that as a catalyst to initiate our new oil trade. So we do our oil trades as ladders. That means that we put a new one on while we have an existing one on. So we may have 2 or sometimes even 3 oil trades all working simultaneously. But we do an oil trade every single week. We usually, again, initiate those on Wednesdays, but sometimes we'll have to roll a position, and so it won't be a Wednesday, but typically it's going to be a Wednesday that we add those trades. Our volatility trades. Volatility trades are primarily based around earnings. Now, one thing that I want to show you here in each one of these channels, there are still a couple of our strategy channels that we need to tie the educational component into. But most of these, when you go to the channel, you say, okay, well, what is this volatility trades all about? If you go to the channel and then hit the pin at the very top, it will pull up Not only in this case, it's a lot of instructions about what it is, but it will also pull up a document in this case about how we trade those and a little training video as well. Okay, so those are critical to helping you understand the trades. One of the things that we try to follow as one of our mantras for trading is know your trade, understand your trade, own your trade. Take ownership of that trade. No one is going to care about your money more than you will. So don't just blindly follow somebody else's trade. Know the trade, understand the trade, own the trade. Best way to do that is to go through the study guides so that you understand what each trade does. Okay? So that's the volatility trades. We do volatility rush, we do volatility crush, we do all kinds of volatility-based trades. The next channel is our bear market trades. Now, bear market trades are one of my favorite strategies. They put a trade together that looks like this for us. Obviously, they make money when stuff goes down, hence the name, bear market trade. And it also has a nice little kicker in here that if it really goes down, it can, in a lot of cases, double our profit potential in the trade. So once again, if you're not familiar with our approach here to building these trades, go ahead, get in the channel, click the pin. At the very top there is a training video that will walk you through how we set up that particular trade. Okay. Next channel down is our undefined risk trade. And these are one of our bread and butter trades. Every single week, we do a credit strangle with a weekly expiration on the IWM. We call it the millionaire maker trade because we are basically working right now on about 1% a week income from this trade, about 4% a month, close to 50% a year. And if you could extrapolate that out with $12,000 of capital over 9 years and continue that rate of return, it would turn that $12,000 into $1 million. So it's been one of our, it's been one of our most successful trades. We haven't had a single losing trade, so it can't get much better than what it's currently producing at. But every single week, we're going to have some undefined risk trades. This is where they go, okay? So again, if you're not familiar with those, go to the tab and we'll walk through those with you, okay? Dragonflies. If you're not familiar with the dragonfly, it is, in my mind, an iron condor that is supercharged. It is I believe, way better setup than a normal iron condor. It has these kickers on either end, and it will give it a little bit more protection than an iron condor does. They're a little bit more complicated to set up. So again, if you go to that channel, go to the top, hit the pin, you'll get a training video there that'll walk you through sort of how that works and how we do that. Now, in this channel as well, we also do diagonals, double diagonals. Dragonflies and double diagonals are some of my very favorite trades. We haven't been able to find very many calendar or diagonal trades that work really well in this current market condition. But there is a little cheat sheet there for you about how we do that. Okay, so again, go to the top, hit that pin, and you'll get the training modules for our dragonflies and our diagonals. Pairs trades. Pairs trades are very interesting. This is where we are basically building an arbitrage trade where we are trading one short position against one long position with two different companies generally in the same industry. They are highly correlated individual stocks. Okay, so again, these are companies that work almost in unison. You got one right here. There's Burlington and there's Foot Locker, for example. We're short 8 shares of Foot Locker. We're long 2 shares of Burlington. And you can see the order entry there. Once again, if you're not familiar with how a pairs trades work, click on the pin. There's a video there that'll walk you through how they work and how to set them up. Okay. Our buy to close, sell to open trade. This is a trade that we put on at the end of each day and we take it off at the start of the next day. And again, there is a training video at the top of the pin if you'll just click on that. Our positive Vega trade. This is one of, I think, our most exciting trades. It is a credit spread, but it's built to withstand a push or an expansion of volatility, hence the name positive Vega spread. We do these every 2 weeks using the DIA. So again, if you're not familiar with this unique setup and this unique strategy, click the pin, and there's a video tutorial there for you to go through and watch. $50 day trades. We don't do a lot of these, but I'm imagining with FOMC coming up, we're probably going to throw some more on. This is a spec trade. It's a speculation trade. It's a bet. It's where we spend no more than $50 on a very far out of the money call or put option when we have the market that is moving really, really quickly. And we don't do very many of them. We want to usually do these trades with profit. So it's usually done after the fact of maybe a zero DTE trade coming to fruition, and we booked our profits on that. Maybe we made $1,000 on the zero DTE. We're going to take $50 of that and throw it into a spec trade. Okay. Commodity trades. Now, we love to trade non-correlated assets. Assets that are in the market but not of the market. Assets that when the Dow drops by 1,000 points, doesn't necessarily affect them, okay? We have just recently put on a natural gas trade. Here's a wheat trade. So we will trade all kinds of things. We trade natural gas, we trade wheat, we trade corn, we trade soybeans. So again, we love commodity trades. They have incredibly high rate of return potential. They can be a little tricky to manage, but they have incredibly high rate of return potential. And again, they give us some asset diversification away from equities. Overnight trades. So this is the current darling child of our trading room. We call these theta fairy trades because the idea is that the theta fairy comes and drops $100 under your pillow each night. When you wake up the next morning, you should have $100 of profit sitting underneath your pillow, or at least that's the idea. This has been tremendously successful for us, tremendously successful. You can see I loaded up on this one a little bit. It actually brought in $350 of profit in a very, very short period of time. So again, if you're not familiar with these, we're working on the video right now, the educational component for that, but the pins are where you want to go to get the information. Gold trades. Last but not least is our gold trade. A gold trade is a ladder trade for us as well, meaning once a week we are going to put a gold trade on, and this is a credit strangle as well. Now, our IWM trade, our undefined risk trade that we do every week on the IWM, we're trying to get 1% a week out of that. Our gold trade, we're shooting for 1.5% return. You think, well, man, that doesn't make a lot of difference, right? 1% a week versus 1.5. Well, the difference, if you put it into a compound interest calculator, is over that same 9-year period with $12,000 of starting capital, instead of $1 million of potential return, it turns it into almost $10 million. So it's a pretty big deal. It's been a very successful trade for us right now. Again, it's a ladder trade. So we are adding a new one each week, meaning that we'll usually have an existing one in place. So we've got a couple of these trades that overlap each other. And that is the bulk of all of our channels that you'll be working in. So that is your overview, folks. As always, just let me know how I can help you, what questions you have. We are here to help. If for some reason you are watching this orientation video and you are not a member of our live trading room, well, my goodness, you probably, if you've endured this long, you probably want to try it out. We do have a real 1-week free trial, no risk guarantee. You can jump in, trade right alongside of us for a week, talk with us, interact with us, see how we trade, what we trade, and how it goes. And you can do all of that at no risk. And it has in addition to that, a 200% money back guarantee if you do sign up for the first month and you just don't think it was absolutely amazing. So a lot of the questions that we get are, who would it be a good opportunity for? Who is a good candidate for our live trading room? Well, it's two people. Number one, it's experienced traders. We are not really set up for novice traders. There's not a lot of hand holding that we can do when we are day trading. It's a very fast and frenetic environment. So it is for experienced traders, but maybe a trader who either A, needs a system, you know how to build a trade, you know what the strategies are, but you don't really have a systematic flow to your trading. Maybe you need a business plan. Maybe you'd like to be able to be on a day like today, which I'm recording this on a Sunday, and say, hey, I already know on Thursday and on Friday of this week what I'm going to be trading. So if you need a business plan, we can help you put that together. If you need a one-on-one mentor, if you need somebody to talk to on a daily basis, I can help you with that. If you need higher level strategies, if you need to get into something that is more of a professional trading setup, move beyond some of the retail setups that maybe you're familiar with, we can certainly help you with that. And most importantly, move beyond zero DTEs. We love zero DTEs. It's sort of our primary flagship trade that gets all the attention, but it's certainly not the end-all be-all, and nobody would ever tell you that a good approach to trading is to just pick one strategy. So we do have 22 different trades that we do beyond the zero DTE. Also, you're probably a good candidate if you're already in a trading room or a Discord room that didn't give you a free trial. I see a lot of stuff out there that has a quote-unquote trial that you have to pay money for. That's not a trial. Trial is where you try before you buy. We have no barrier to entry. There's no reason for you to not come check us out because it is a real free trial. Result transparency. We do real trades in a real account with real money, and we timestamp every single solitary trade. There is no possible way for you to get more transparency in terms of you saying, you know what, this sounds really good, but I don't really know what their actual results are. I never really see it. You'll see it here. Every trade that we do is timestamped. It's put into that channel. Those trades are recorded. All of our live video recordings are available for you with unlimited playback. You get a free one-on-one strategy session with me. You and I will sit down together in a Zoom session and go over your strengths and weaknesses as a trader and how I can help you with that. Unlimited contact with the head trader, which is me, 24 hours a day. As I am recording this right now, it is 2:08 in the morning for me on Monday. Guys, we trade pretty much 6 days a week, 24 hours a day. You're not going to believe it until you get in the trading room and ask around. And just say, hey, you know, if I send a message to Scott, will he get back to me in a timely manner? And you'll see the timestamps in there of when we get back to you. I don't know that there's any place that you're going to find better customer service than here. Market commentary and trading levels. Every single day we go through my market bias, my market commentary, my support resistance levels, and how I'm going to trade that day. So you have an idea right off the bat what I'm looking at, what I'm going to try to approach the market with on that particular day. Okay, we do have 22, as I said, 22 different trading strategies above and beyond the zero DTE. Zero DTE is wonderful. It's not the end all be all. And we have some amazing strategies with some amazing results. We do trade the ZeroDTE in a dynamic fashion versus static. We are the only place that I know of that has the track record that we have. And I believe it is largely not because we're amazing or brilliant or smart, but just because of the strategy that we use, the dynamic approach. ZeroDTE setups with at least $1,000 a day profit potential. So, as you know, there are no guarantees in the marketplace, and I can't certainly give you any guarantees either. But one thing that we can define is potential. And we do our very darndest every single day to find ZeroDTE opportunities that can put $1,000 profit in our pocket. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's on you and I as traders. You and I have to take that information and we have to act on it appropriately and accordingly and in a disciplined manner. But those opportunities are there every single day. So if you're trading a butterfly approach or any static approach, a 5 delta spread or any of the other sort of crazy approaches out there that people have used with ZeroDTEs that just simply don't work. They simply don't make any money. And you want to step up to actually trying to earn real profits on a daily basis. It might be for you as well. And then last but not least, guys, is our just ironclad 200% money back, double your money back guarantee. You go through the trial, you like what you see, you sign up for a month. At the end of that month, if you don't really think that this is the most value-added trading room out there, and you've followed all of the steps, meaning you've participated in the program, and you don't believe it is the most value-added program out there, I'll give you a 200% return on your subscription for that month. So I will drop a link in the description box below here if you are not a member here and you'd like to check it out. As always, you can drop a comment in the comment section below. I'll always try to get back to you guys. Take care. Have a good trading day, and we'll talk to you guys soon.